We just arrived at Butte, Montana, and we have some creepy places that we ended up going to. And the first place we went to was like this really scary place that Ghost Adventures went to, whatever. Butte City. Wow, this is very, very scary. Although it had a pretty creepy vibe, it wasn't really that scary. It was just kind of cool to see the history of such an old building. Then we stopped by the old haunted hospital. Although it was really cool seeing how old and cool the hospital was, we weren't allowed to go into the hospital. But there are some really cool spots. So we walked around the premises, but we saw the original hospital doors, and that was pretty cool. We still couldn't go in it, but still, it was really cool seeing the history of it. Huh? We stopped by the most haunted place in Montana, and there's tons of haunted places everywhere here. This was just a horrible vibe. It was so quiet. A little bit too quiet. Do you feel that? The what?
Speakeasy.
It was haunted, but like adding too much with all the pictures. What? It is haunted. I mean, it was so quiet. Like, there was doors open and no one inside cleaning the places and rooms. It was so weird. Not a soul here. Well, at least alive. It's a vault. We got to our main activity, the mine tour, and there was tons of old school creepy dolls and doll houses. After I was done harassing this Mickey Mouse looking thing, I went over to see the doll houses.
Cool, you can make that into a background for a video.
There's this really cool intact World War II uniform that I thought was really cool. It was kind of surprising it was around the doll area. And then this town that I thought was a set, but it turned out it was a real miner's town. Like, they literally came back after mining and ate pasties and did all their work here. It was a real gold rush town. See you later. This is real. What's this?
Oh, look. That blue. They had to go up and down and up and down.
That's like those, they go,
ooh. The smell.
After I just left a dookie in the middle of the road, I headed up to this weird house that literally did not let you in.
Making tinctures and... Look at Detroit.
It was finally time for the tour, and all of these little like lines are names that died in the mine. And we were just kind of walking around looking at some historical areas where the miners would stay after they were in the mine for like 16 hours. It was pretty cool, but it wasn't even close to how cool the mine was. There was also this really cool sculpture that showed all the mines. There was this really big sculpture. Finally, I was ready to go into the mines. My mom was also chilling and ready. As we walked in, I was a tiny bit nervous, but I was also really excited. I mean, I shouldn't be really nervous because it's not even going to be that bad. We were coming up close to the mines, and there was this massive door. And from here on, I'm probably not going to talk over the video that much, so I'm just going to have the raw sound.
Of a little black rubber butt inside of that light. will turn it on. Press it twice, it gets brighter. Press it 3 times, it'll turn it off.
Into the darkness.
Jeez. And we're stuck in here forever.
We might have to get a little friendly. We're a 14-person tour. Where we were here at the head frame. We're going to walk what's past the 65, what we call the 65-foot station. Is that our original working station down in the mine? No. But other than that, feel free to take videos, pictures, anything you want. Each of those brown squares is one of these. This is called a rock bolt. Posters printed throughout the tour. These are reprints of some of our original safety posters. Are actually around this corner, per se. So the first thing you're going to see probably the ore cart. One of the most advanced, complex pieces of machinery down here. Guys, it's a giant curler.
Thanks.
Rails to the ore curl,
Sulfur?
The original location. But mules would have pulled ore carts across these rails. Up to 5. What was the mule's favorite treat if you ever needed a 6th cart to pull? Not a carrot. Not an apple. Not sugar. The miners chewing tobacco.
Hey guys, we're doing chewing tobacco. Yes, little horses get at it.
Was there a specific grade that they would see for the mule support?
Grade? Oh, like
We're so far
about the
deep into
30s
the
and
cave.
40s. Good question.
We all anxiously waited as the boss came up to show us something.
Wait. The door's been open too long. Normally you can see my breath.
You can see it.
Oh, okay.
Is that a light?
That's a traffic cone, bud. Guys come here,
Creepy.
and then we can also use that back wall as well. This is called green octite. Green octite. This was not a mineral they were mining, but it's a source. We're talking same age, Cretaceous and era. Okay.
Now we're gonna see what condition of lighting the miners had to work in. After that, I did get a little bit creeped out, but overall, it was actually kind of fun having the dark lighting.
Okay, I want to drill a hole. I'm holding it for my buddy, right?
Oh my gosh.
Can you see what he's aiming for?
No.
Neither can I. So, he would wear a candle on the front of his hat. I did say hat. The original hard hats were originally leather. That hook could be hooked on in. How can I make this a little brighter?
Angle it?
Get the candle closer, so that's why the buddy was wearing his on his head. And if I would be wasting candles if I operated a third candle. Can you see it better now?
Yeah.
What's on the end?
Your hand.
My thumb.
Oh.
You guys are getting where I'm going.
Wow.
They would rely on the reflection of their thumbnail, and they would sing a song to keep themselves in rhythm, and you would move your thumb out of the way before he was about to hammer. It did work, actually. This is what we call a carbide lamp. These carbide lamps came around in the early 1900s, basically almost 1900 on the dot. Carbide, you mix it with water, it produces a flammable gas called an acetylene gas. Very same we use for a blowtorch. You would simply light it, and you'd have an open flame. Where's the glass panel? There is none. One of these causes that Granite Mountain and Speculator mine fire of 1917. It gets stuck as they're sending it in, and that lead gets stripped away. exposing that parchment. They send 2 foremen in on the night shift to check it out, and they get a little too close with their carbide lamps. They initially thought it was bad air because they lost communication with the rest of the mine. So they reversed the polarity of their fans to try and ventilate the mines and send everything out the shaft. Well, they didn't know it was communication. They sent the smoke up the shaft, and they caused the shaft to ignite, with further adding on to that fire. They estimate about 240 men made it out of that fire, and about 168 didn't. Most of them passed away from asphyxiation or lack of oxygen because they would lock themselves in those bulkheads or storage closets and try to make it airtight, so hopefully that a rescue team would come get them. They didn't make it. Now, we'll talk about safety one more time. You guys are in what are called the drifts. Remember those transportation tunnels? How would you get out if we didn't know that was out, if we were actually working down here? You'd follow the track. Okay?
It's fine, Mom.
You see it? You'd go down on your hands and knees. And you follow with the rails, one hand on each. From there, out when you ran out of rails, you needed to turn around. You were at the ends of the workings. You would go the other way, and if you ran out of rail,
all the different languages were able to explore.
that's a good question. So we're going to walk past what's called a rise. It's a type of stope. I want you guys to look up as you guys walk by. Why do you by the shaft? For more space, you guys can go around the outside as well and come over by me.
Here are the meals.
Yep.
Sad they had to
So
just
these are the original rails from at that 100-foot station, because where are we? Now, some of our timbers are a little rotten. See? Promise we're all right. That's why we'll have you guys standing in this section here.
There's a couple more rock incidents.
Ride it up to that warehouse. And then from there, just tip it over like this.
Then we headed back up, and I was really happy and relieved to be back up after the huge downfall, I guess. It collapsed. Sounds like just like horrible ushy gushy farts going on. Oh, that was creepy. I was starting to get a little anxious because I literally was walking for so long in a cave that is pitch black everywhere I look. So yeah, this was really creepy. There's no shot. It's 70 something degrees out in here. It's so cold.
So that it's falling down the shaft because they're doing that work up.
Yeah. It's raining in the cave.
Very dusty right now.
We finally got out and we went up this mine thing, and here's some pictures. Later that night, we goofed off in the Finland Hotel,
really weird.
Butte, Montana.
Finley,
What are you doing?
where are you going? You're not allowed to go out without Mom.
She's acting real. Oh my gosh, hold on. What the heck is she doing? She's just chilling in the corner.
Mom, get down.
Now she's like going in a circle. Anyways, she's acting really. Mom? Oh my god!